Hello there internet gear fans, welcome to the GearSlob channel. And if you're a fan of gear like I am, and every now and then you like to leave your home and take some of that gear with you, you're going to need something to put your gear into. And that's why I've purchased the Lowepro ProTactic 450AW. Let's have a look at some of the features of it, some of the things that are really great and that I really like, and some of the things that are not so great. It's pretty well noted, if you know anything about it, you've got 4 points of entry on the bag. You've got this top hard cover, there's an opening on the side, opening on the other side, and the idea with that is if you have the bag on your back, you can easily swing it round in front of you. You can have a camera set up in here, pull the zip open, pull that. I've just got a bag of GoPro bits here. But pretend you've got a camera there or whatever you need to get to quickly, pull it out. So in this top shell, let's just flip this over. So this top hard cover. So here's another point of entry here. You can easily set this up so you have a DSLR with a long lens on the lens pointing down towards the bottom of the bag, and open that up, pull the camera out. So in here I've got another pouch full of just random bits, Manfrotto mini pixie and a GoPro handle. In this top shell you also have a very handy little pocket here, and I'll just go through what I've put in there. Headphones, head torch, SD card holder, G3X battery, ATD battery, ADD battery. So a little pocket here that's got a little SD card icon on there, but it's quite useless really. Perhaps what you could do is if you're filming or taking shots, you have an SD card that's full, you could perhaps put it in there, and then you know that those are your full SD cards and you're ready to go and edit later on. So that brings us to the main point of entry on the bag, which is actually through the back. Now they've designed it so that these straps, these shoulder straps, they flip back very easily. And the bag opens up. So at the moment here, I've already seen a couple of things I've got there. That's that top section there. One of the great things about this bag is you get this set of various size dividers, and you can basically set this up any way you like. It's infinitely customizable, and you just basically configure the bag to suit the gear you've got, the gear you're going to take out. So currently I don't have any cameras in here because I'm using both of them to record this video. I've got a Canon 80D with the 18-135 kit lens, and a Canon G3X, which is a compact camera with a big lens on it. Ordinarily the G3X would fit in here, there's plenty of room that fits in there quite snugly. The ADD fits in there with that 18-135 lens on it quite happily, and I can access that very easily from that side pocket. So I'll just go through what else I've actually got in here at the moment. There's the nifty 50 1.8 Canon lens. I've got my Mavic Pro drone. It's the drone itself. Oh, and there's the remote. Spare Mavic Pro battery. I would keep my Rode Video microphones. The filters for the Mavic Pro, GoPro. These are some bits that come with the bag, and we'll go through these shortly. Just spun the bag around just to show the pockets here that are in the shoulder pack. Now there is a section here which is for a laptop, and that does fit up to a 15.6 inch laptop. Now I've got a very old, almost steam driven laptop that is very bulky and heavy, and that just fits in there. So if you've got anything slightly smaller than that, you will have no problems fitting that into that laptop pocket there. You also have these pockets here at the front. And this one I've got just a little Samsung solid state drive. Now also, this is just one nice little feature here of the bag, is there's these little elasticated covers here that just cover up the head of the zip, which I guess stops it from potentially rubbing against anything that's that you've got sitting in the bag. You know, these pockets, well, they're a reasonable size, but there's not a lot of depth to them. So in this one, I've just got a pair of propellers, spare propellers for the Mavic Pro. And this one, another spare pair of propellers and just a couple of batteries. To address some of the other really cool little design features of this bag, and they've really put a lot of thought into this. And there's things like this waistband here. Has a couple of pockets on either side of them. If you're into that, that's also removable. That's attached in there, held in there with Velcro. So you undo those pieces and the whole strap simply slides out of there. Point out something on the chest straps as well. The strap itself on both sides actually slides up and down the strap, so you just basically move that around so it's comfortable if you're using the chest strap. So now to point out, well, a couple of things that aren't so great about this bag is we have these little pockets here on the side. Now, in this one here, I've just got I've got an ND filter. They're not particularly big. There's a little elasticated pocket inside of that, and you're really not going to be able to fit a great deal of stuff in there. Again, if you've got something like an ND filter or something that you need to get to quickly, well, that's there, but yeah, they're really not very big. Flip it over and have a look at the other one. This one here, I've got a pen, and it has a little stitched in little clip there for keys or whatever else you want to chuck in there, but they're not particularly deep. The other thing is these straps, the padding on there is not that thick, so if you've got the bag fully laden and you're doing a lot of walking around, you could possibly feel a bit of strain on that later on in the day. But look, it's by no means that uncomfortable, but yeah, personally I think that could have been a little bit thicker. That could have been. Now just back to the little design touches that I was referring to earlier. The top main handle there is rubberized, and that's very comfortable to grab. But as well as that, on the bottom of the bag, you've also got a strap that's stitched in there, so you can easily lift the bag up. You have it in an overhead locker on a plane, or it's in the trunk, the boot of your car. You've got something there to grab it and pull it out. So that brings us to this little bag of goodies here that I referred to earlier in the video. Let's just open this up and see what this is all about. So this here is a pocket for a drink bottle, and that's what happens here is you can basically fix that onto any point here on the bag. Just work it through. There, Velcro it on, put your drink bottle there. There's just a general little utility bag that, again, you can put that on any point of the bag, but Velcro them on through the pockets. Slide that through on there. And this here is a cup for your tripod, again, anywhere on the bag. Then you have these straps, which also clip onto any point on the bag, hook them on, and your tripod is there, nice and secure. And these clips just clip on any point you like on the bag. Now there's one last thing that I've got to point out with this bag, and that is it comes with its very own raincoat. Under here, simply pull this out. Oops. There we go, and that covers the entire body of the bag should you hit some inclement weather. I guess the only problem is if you have the pockets fixed to the outside, then that's a little bit of an issue there, but you know, you find some way of getting around it. Just back over. So I've got to say, I do really like this bag. There's lots of little design features on there, and just the build quality, the quality of the zips and material is pretty darn good. And I'm expecting to have this for quite a long time. I'm going to be doing a lot of travelling with it. So overall, the Lowepro ProTactic 450AW gets a big thumbs up from the GearSlob channel.